The woman just casually picked it up by the road and bought a stone, but when she got home, her husband directly asked for a divorce because just now at the trading market, a imperial green jade worth 10 million yuan was cut out. A careless reporter during the interview mistook the woman for that lucky person, and her husband at home saw the interview news, insisted that what the woman had in her hand was the imperial green jade, so he snatched the stone in one go and asked for a divorce on the spot. The woman didn't expect that a fake stone would let her see the ugly face of her husband's family, so she simply played along with their trick, saying that if her husband wanted a divorce, he had to leave the car and house to her. Her husband agreed without hesitation when he heard it. After all, compared with the imperial green worth 10 million yuan, this little money was nothing. The two sides soon went through the divorce procedures afterwards. At this time her best friend saw the news and hurried over, asking the woman where the stone was. After learning that the stone was taken by her husband, her best friend suddenly changed her face, threw herself into her husband's arms, saying that she and her husband had long been in love. Now without the woman's obstruction, they could finally be together openly. The woman didn't expect that a worthless broken stone would let her see the true colors of all of them. To prevent her husband from going back on his word, the woman immediately took him to go through the house transfer procedures, and after finishing, her husband couldn't wait to take his best friend to buy a luxury car, and the woman, to watch the excitement, followed them all the way. Looking at the wealthy husband, the salesman thought he met a big customer, so he immediately recommended to him a luxury car worth 1 million yuan. The woman kindly reminded her husband to think carefully. Once the contract is signed, if he can't pay, he has to pay 50% liquidated damages. But her husband looked disdainful when he heard it, saying that he now had in his hand something worth 20 million yuan of imperial green jade. A mere 500,000 yuan was nothing. At this time the mother-in-law stared at the little golden man nearby. Out of curiosity she pulled it down in one go. The salesman was so angry that he couldn't speak coherently when he saw it, accusing the mother-in-law of how she could randomly touch other people's things. But when her husband heard it, he directly slapped the other person. Seeing this, the salesman had to call the manager. After learning what happened, the manager told the husband that this little golden man was worth 300,000 yuan. If the husband didn't pay compensation, he couldn't leave. The mother-in-law became a little flustered when she heard it, because they hadn't sold the raw stone yet. They had no money on them at all. The best friend nearby jumped out immediately when she heard it, saying that she had just saved 300,000 yuan over the years. Her husband promised on the spot when he heard it, when he sold the stone, he would pay back 3 million yuan to his best friend. After the husband finished speaking, he got into a luxury car. Before the manager could stop him, he drove out suddenly, with a loud noise coming. The husband directly hit the car parked at the door, and the person who got off the car was the famous underground emperor Brother Long. But at this time the husband didn't realize the seriousness of the problem at all. After seeing the other person's car logo, he insisted that the other person was a pauper. Without saying a word, he took a stick and smashed the car to pieces. At this time the manager heard the sound and came out. Looking at the unrecognizable car, the manager was so scared that he couldn't speak coherently, because Brother Long's car was a top luxury car. The landing price was at least 3 million yuan. Seeing that her husband was a little flustered, the best friend nearby immediately gave him an idea, saying that when they sold the imperial green jade, they would be multi-millionaires. 3 million yuan was nothing. Her husband suddenly gained confidence when he heard it, directly told his mother-in-law to take out that stone, saying that he was the holder of the imperial green jade, the future multi-millionaire. But Brother Long saw at a glance that the stone in the husband's hand was a brick material, not to mention 10 million yuan. Even 1,000 yuan no one would buy it. To let the husband die clearly, Brother Long directly told the manager to take a cutting machine from the car, saying that if imperial green jade could be cut out of this stone, he would not only take no money at all, but also compensate the husband 3 million yuan. But if it couldn't be cut out, then the husband couldn't leave alive today. Then he put the stone on the machine. With the stone being cut open, the husband was dumbfounded on the spot.